What it do, what it do, what it do, guys. Appreciate y'all being tapped in right now. One Pair at a Time podcast channel. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Trying to get these technical difficulties worked out here. Appreciate you guys being locked in. You know what I'm saying? Good morning to everybody out there. If you're catching us on the replay, we appreciate you guys watching us. Hopefully next time you can catch us live, full in effect. It is the last. Is it the last? No, it is not. It is the third to last Saturday of the month. And real quick, just taking a look at some of the drops we got going on today. We got the cryo shots dropping. We got laser threes dropping. We got laser ones dropping today. So it's a laser day. But if you take a look at the thumbnail that I created, we got something serious we need to discuss because man, oh man, somehow Purple Haze has his own shoe coming out next year, 2027. You know what I'm saying? Purple Haze threes, and that is a legit announcement from Z Sneakerhead. But Purple Haze should be joining us here in just a few minutes. So as of right now, kind of rocking out with me. Let me see here if I can bring up the Sneakers app here so we can just take a look at what we got. Yeah, Sneaker Tyler, what's good with you, my guy? Appreciate you being tapped in. Says the One Pair at a Time fan was good. Excited for today's episode. Looks like these laser ones and threes. Juicy deal. We'll have to see. We will have to see. But I suspect you're probably correct because everything else that's released has been a juicy deal. And these should probably be no different. Let me go ahead and share my screen here. You know what I mean? Where's my screen share? Oh, yeah, there it is. There it is. A lot to talk about today, too, man. A lot of stuff going on in the news. Nike stock is basically down in the dumps. Last I saw it was at like $39 a share. Let's see here. So when are these Chrome 8s dropping? Okay, that's next week. Chrome 8s are next week. I'm telling y'all right now, these are going to probably move a lot better than people think. But let me hold off on that real quick. Let me hold off on that and go back to what I wanted to talk about that's dropping today. So we got laser threes dropping today, which, these aren't bad. I just feel like these are definitely going to be on sale. These are going to be on sale. Well, you know what? It's hard. It's really difficult to try to say because these are dope looking, to be honest with you. But $230 for these, I don't know. It's kind of a tough call. Chat, let me know what y'all think, though. Let me know what you guys think. Laser threes, $230 today on Sneakers app, dropping 10 o'clock Eastern. So you're talking about 53 minutes from now. I like them. It's just, I don't know. I really don't know what they're going to do. These are the cryo shots that are dropping. This is kind of a holdover from the World Cup. The tongues. I will say this, right? Because I saw a pair of cryo shots at the Nike outlet, and I think it was in not the Netherlands pair. Maybe it was. Oh, it doesn't matter what pair it was. This flap, this tongue here, the way that flaps over, so that's how it stays. It's not like removable or anything like that. Like that's how they designed it. I would rather wear the shoe without it, without the flap tongue over. I understand that that's kind of the style or whatever. I just personally, I just think that it throws it off, in my opinion. That's just how I look at them. But if you guys like them, $200 for these, dropping today as well. They're okay. It's a big shoe, obviously, for the World Cup. But yeah. And then we also have the Jordan 1 lasers dropping today as well. $165 for these guys. It look good. I just don't know how any of these shoes are really going to do. Nike's been somewhat of a downfall, He said, let's see here. Fact, what's good with you, my guy? Appreciate you guys. He said, hey, listen, Mr. Union, I appreciate your opinion on them. I'm having a hard time trying to really like them myself. I love them. I'm going for them. My JD didn't get them. Snipes has them. I'm not waiting in line. I need to hit on this app. They went up like $30 on StockX overnight. Interesting. Very interesting. Okay, so Cop said those are garbage. Damon Wayans, homie, don't play that. Yeah, facts. Yeah, just overall, man, like these, they're not bad. They're just, as of late, like a lot of shoes Nike's been dropping just hasn't emotionally got me to, want to hop on anything. You know what I'm saying? Like, and Tyler, like, I feel like maybe the lasers will be up now, but down the road, they'll probably be on sale. Worston, what's good with you? You call them bricks. I mean, you're probably not wrong. You're probably not wrong about these. Honestly, you're probably not wrong. I mean, seeing how everything else is going for a lot of the shoes, I mean, you're probably more right than you are wrong on that bricking. And you know what? Just taking kind of a look, see as to what upcoming shoes are going to be dropping here. I mean, the Chrome 8s are going to be a very nice shoe. Is it going to be a sellout? In all black, mainly all black Jordan 8. I mean, hold on. Here he is, folks. The man that has inspired today's thumbnail. The man, the myth, the legend himself. Purple Haze in the building.
It's too early for this, I swear.
What's going on with you, my guy? Hold up. Round of applause for my man. Shenzhen Perp.
Chat, let me tell you about Warrior Kicks. Warrior Kicks has been on charge, man, the last 2 days, man. So I'm gonna need you all to give us the same energy he's been giving me the last 2 days.
Listen. Y'all see my man's name, bro. Y'all see my man. For those of y'all that are new up in here, you guys have no idea. Because damn near every difficult shoe that's come out, Purple Haze just like, yeah, I got them already. I'm good. They mine. They mine. I ain't got to worry about nothing. And then to honor your boy, look what they doing. Where they? Hold on. My bad. Look what they doing. These are the Jordan 3 Purple Haze. And I don't think it's a coincidence. I don't think it's a coincidence.
The disrespect is real, chat. The disrespect.
Straight off the assembly line, you know.
Man, listen. Like, so there are mixed reviews on these mock-ups, man. But when I tell you the real in-hand shots once they drop in October are going to be fire. These are absolutely coming home.
I'm not gonna lie, these are nice. These are actually nice. Do you agree with the color of the outsole? It's like honestly, a gray or like a lilac.
Yeah. I was about to say, I feel like they definitely should have cut it. They should have cut it, or they should have color blocked it. I think a color blocked midsole would have been fire on these, man. Like, you think about it. Think about like a look at the midsole on the Balvin 3s, right? The Medellin pair.
So, okay. So I have a pair of Balvin 3s right here, actually, at my feet.
What are the odds, Chad? What are the odds?
I have a pair at my feet. This is the. Oh, okay. There we go.
Yep, that milky outsole.
Got a milky looking outsole to it.
Jay would have loved it.
Yeah. You know what? That wouldn't have been a bad choice. But again, like, you know, the yellowing. You can see the yellowing on there.
Mm-hmm.
You know. Is that on your side?
Huh?
That knocking, is that on you?
No.
Did you hear that knocking?
No.
You did not hear. You did not just hear that?
Voices in his head. No, maybe somebody at your door.
Hold up. Hold on. Let me see. Hold on.
Chat, this is what happens when you meet all of these women at these running clubs and you give them your information and you never call them back after the first date. They end up paying a visit to your house. So we're probably seeing something happen in real time on Where Your Kick side. Guard your grill. Chat, what's going on with you all this morning, man? Are we excited about some of the drops that are going to be happening this morning? We got the Laser 3s and we got the Jordan 1 lows. We've got a couple things on deck this morning.
Yeah, I was talking about that. So there's a pair of cryo shots dropping and 2 sets of laser shoes dropping.
I was telling the chat it was one of the young ladies from your running club knocking at your door.
Nah. All right, let me tell you something. I ain't got no energy for that today. You had to make a late night Wawa pizza run last night.
Ooh, those would be the best nights.
Man. I had a wonderful day yesterday. Let's see here real quick. They are already under retail on Go. My man said, in the Netherlands, still available in the sneakers app. Okay. We appreciate you tapping in too, man. Really appreciate you tapping in. He said, nice brotherhoods in the background.
Yes, sir.
One of my favorite shoes.
Yeah, man. Hey, you know I did a lace swap on those brotherhoods?
What'd you throw in there?
Pink laces.
Pink laces in that.
Yeah, I've got pink laces in mine.
Huh? That's not a bad idea.
Oh, trust me, it changes the whole look of that shoe. I'll send you a picture.
I think the 3s are going to sell out. The Snipes is the only place in my area that got them. And I talked to dude. He said they started lining up at 9 in the morning.
Man.
But, you know, I was looking at and I couldn't really decide how the Laser 3s were going to move. Those are must cop assembly line 3s.
Sneaker Tyler in the building.
3. Hey, you know Perp gonna have his. He gonna watch his be made. Listen, you know that you can buy like a Mercedes and BMW, and there's a package that'll fly you out to the factory in like Stuttgart, right, Germany, and you can basically watch it be assembled end to end. That's what Perp about to do with these.
They give you $50,000 caviar tasting during that tour as well. Did you know that?
Yeah, I did not know.
Oh my God! That cements the experience right there.
And there's a personalized track.
People thought I got early pairs on stuff. I'm really about to get the earlies on
these right here.
Oh yeah, fire.
Listen, Perp won't be. No. That's too much glue. Do it again. No.
Hey, listen. Remember back in the day when they used to take our baby shoes and bronze them and put them on the fireplace?
Man.
He used to get bronze.
Nah, you can't bronze. You got to glaze them. Pause.
Jay. Pause.
Glaze them joints.
Jay when we need him on this one.
Man. All right. So crowd shots dropping today. They should have dropped during World Cup, but whatever. It's probably some holdovers. But these are not a bad shoe, bro. These are not a bad shoe. We're coming up on the fall. So
perfect ball color.
These obviously you can do a pink lace swap too.
You can go pick up your matcha tea while wearing them.
You could do let's think about this. You could do pink in these. Absolutely. Obviously brown. You could do brown. You could do a mocha color.
You could do red with these.
Red. You could do I'm trying to think.
There's so many different color combinations that you could do with these. I mean, they're very versatile. They're more versatile than you may initially think.
What other colors go with brown?
You could do olive green. I mean, you can do a number of different things. You could Travis Scott it.
Could you use orange?
It would depend on the shade of orange. You would have to do a more faded version of orange, but not that original Hunter's green. I'm sorry, that Hunter's orange. That would be too much. Like that neon highlighter type orange.
Yes.
You got to mute it down for sure. Jay Mural in the building. What's going on?
Jay Mural, what up with you, my guy? Appreciate you being tapped in. And then we have the laser ones, which I'm
not gonna hold you. I'm not too mad at this one. I'm really not.
That's what I said. I don't hate them. Yeah. But I don't necessarily love them either.
Right. But I think that Papa Red on the Wings logo and the tongue tag is fire, though.
You can swap red laces into these.
Oh, absolutely. Unequivocally. Look, you can do sail laces. You can do red laces. You can do a number of things with these.
You know what? I'd rather the 3s be this color block.
You think so?
I'd rather the 3s have this color block.
But see, here's the thing, right? Whenever you have more material like the 3 does compared to the 1, and you run risk of doing darker muted colors, because then it just looks like you have like 2 big blocks on your feet, right? You want to be able to break it up. So what would you do with the elephant print sections, like the heel and the toe box? What colors would you make that if you kept it like this?
I mean, look what they did with the heel and the toe box on this. Black it out.
Now, but what kind of black is that though? Is that a canvas? What is that?
It's like it's a leather, but it's not a smooth leather. It's kind of it's like legit. I mean, leather is a skin, but it's got like more of a skin feel than a treated leather feel.
Gotcha.
So this is the kind of where it could get scratched. It looks like.
Right. But they actually may look better with that kind of worn look, though, when you think about it. Because I have a few sneakers with like that type of finish, and they do look better the more you beat them up. Sneaker Tyler say gold laces. Look, if you put like gold leather laces in these, oh, that would slap.
Yeah, it would.
For my patent OG1 breads, I did a lace swap. I took out the regular black laces. I put in black leather laces, to complement that patent leather, and it slapped.
Question: has there been any drops this year that was double up worthy?
Ooh, that's a good question. For me personally, Jay, I have not doubled up on anything this year. Wait a minute, when the Chicago ones drop? Did they drop this year?
I was just thinking that last year.
Okay.
Last year. I think it was last year. Yeah, because we got the band lows this year.
Yeah, so I doubled up on the Chicago one lows. That was my last double up.
Yeah. I did too.
Yeah. So not anything this year. Not for me. Not yet.
Nah. The only thing that's going to be double up worthy probably in the future, J Mural, are these right here. The Purple Haze 3s, J Mural.
And you called me out. You said triple up. I was like, yeah, I may have to triple up.
You may have, bro. These are called the Purple Hazes,
bro.
Purple Haze.
I cannot wait to see what the in hand looks look like.
I honestly, bro, that color they're using on here is so nice.
It's buttery.
They look so buttery. Now, the crazy thing is, this is going to be women's sizing. It better be women's extended sizing.
Oh, it
better be. It better be. He said, I'm grabbing a pair and not doubling up.
For sure.
Purple Haze is a double up for sure. Yeah, at minimum, it has to be.
Absolutely.
I doubled up on the Ja 3 Jurassic Parks.
Now I'm not gonna hold you, man. Like, I'm not a big fan of the Jaws, but when I tell you those Jurassic Parks, they are so double up worthy.
Those are different. Yeah,
they're definitely different, man. If I wore Jaws, man, I absolutely would double up on that one.
Yeah, those are definitely different. I like them. So we're getting first looks on the Jordan 4 breads.
And how do we feel about those?
Wow, they're giving us a chain for the hang tag,
right?
Yeah, I have a pair. I have a pair of OG.
Yeah. Now, I doubled up on these when they first dropped years ago.
So they're making these a little different by putting a little white, along the paneling on the shoe.
I feel like they gave it that Jordan 5 reimagined piping look. That would have been fire.
First off, we all agree this is probably too soon to even be dropping these.
Way too soon.
Jason Corley, what's up, man?
Jason Corley,
how are you doing today? And I have no idea what any of this says.
Chat GP Google translation.
Shoot.
Swedish or German?
That's definitely Swedish.
Mm-hmm.
That's not German.
Oh, we know you know.
Well, I should know. I should know.
Hey, Chad, that's the first time I've seen you wear your kicks at a loss of words for a brief moment. We just witnessed history.
Well, I'm just saying, I should know. That's my mom's side of the family.
Yeah,
it's all Germany. So they're showing us the Space Jams too.
I mean, are we tired of the Space Jams and they haven't even dropped yet? I mean, because there is so much hype about it.
Yes.
I feel like we have fatigue.
We do have fatigue.
If we could go all the way until November without hearing about them, I think we'll be fine.
And what are these things?
Light
These
Army.
remind me of K-stones.
I was about to say it's a washed out cave stone.
It is. It's just a lighter cave stone.
You know what they're doing though, right? Like I feel like they're doing the same thing with this kind of scaling and molding that they did with the White Lightnings, the Red Thunders, all that, and now they're coming out with the pink ones now. So I feel like they're just wash, rinse, repeat, cookie cutter with these. Like there's no
Okay.
originality.
Oh, Norwegian.
Norwegian.
We apologize. So I was able to type this in real fast to see what it translated to, and it translated to I am Norwegian. Apologies.
Thank you for joining. Straight from
apologies. Yeah, I wish I had a way to. You know what? That's a feature they need. I need to be able to like copy and paste this, or StreamYard needs like an automatic translate feature or something.
I feel a patch and an update coming 2 years from now on it.
Yeah. So I apologize. I can't, I don't necessarily have time to type out exactly what he said. Let me see. Wait a tick. Let me see. Maybe. Let me see if I can use some AI to help us out.
Oh.
Let's see here.
AI.
Let's see.
We're down here on the Gulf of America / Gulf of Mexico, sipping on coffee.
Okay. Let me tell you something. So I said to Gemini, translate the Norwegian writing, and it did it. It says, "Hi, I wish I knew English. How are you today? What are you doing? I don't know if you understand me, but have a nice stream." We definitely appreciate that 1,000%, Turk. Appreciate that. And then afterwards he said, "I'm Norwegian, guys." So apologize for having the the wrong thought about where you're from. But we definitely appreciate you being here. Please go ahead, hit that like button. You know what I'm saying? Let's see what else we got. Space Jams are feeling like waiting for GTA 6. I'm losing hype. We down here on the Gulf of America, the Gulf of Mexico, sipping on coffee this morning, setting up for a car show. Ooh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Vibe.
Okay. And we got one more here. From Turk. Let's see if it'll. He said, "Thanks, guys. I subscribed and liked." Bro.
We appreciate you so much.
Bro, let me tell you something, man.
Coming in, vibing out with the crew.
That's crazy. I thought to use that real quick just to see. That's pretty dope.
Technology innovation at its finest, folks. In real time.
Yeah, definitely appreciate you being here. Okay, well, now we got ways of doing things. I could try to teach Jay how to do that, but I feel like
we don't have enough time.
Like he'd have technical difficulties with that.
Yeah, shout out to Jerry Elevate though.
Yeah, man. Where is he at anyway? Is he on a trip?
Yeah, he's out of the
country. That's right. He's in Brazil.
Yeah.
That's right. He's down in Brazil. Shout out to Jay Elevate. Sikatala Radio with the click that thumbs up. Yeah, man, run them likes up. We appreciate it. Well, Perp, I'm glad I had you to talk about this with, because we have had some interesting news drop this week. And let's see here. Do you currently know what Nike is trading at?
I do not, but I would imagine it would have to be around $43 to $47 a share.
So they are at $40.76 is what they closed out at.
Yikes. Ugh.
And I forgot what the percentage drop was.
It was almost a 70% drop since their peak in 2020. 2020 was the peak of their stock.
That's crazy to think about. A 70% drop in stock price. You would think this company is going out of business.
Yeah.
But they're not, because they're still racking in more money than all the other brands. But, you know, when you look at like Adidas stock price here, 154 a share.
Mm.
You know, the other brands all had record years last year.
Yeah.
Record years. He said, I will translate to English from now on. I appreciate it. Appreciate it. Here, okay. I've seen this question get posed all the time, but no one's got a real answer. Seeing as how what's happened with Nike and where the stock price is and all that, what would you actually do to bring back investor confidence and demand for the brand in order to raise this stock price back up?
I mean, that.
And take your time answering, bro, because it's a lot.
Yeah, I was about to say the complexities outweigh the question almost when you really.
Okay. Well, then let's have a discussion on it then. That's the real reason why they're here.
You have to think about things in two aspects, right? 2D and 3D.
Mm-hmm.
2D being your US markets, right? 3D being the global markets. You know, egg distribution, I don't know if that really makes sense to certain people. So when I say egg distribution, you have to look at companies that are taking their investments and they're putting them in one basket. You ever hear the expression putting all of your eggs in one basket?
Correct.
So your investments are your eggs. So you have to distribute your eggs, you know, at a very balanced, you know, rate distribution wise, both locally and globally. And a lot of times we'll see companies, they kind of are desperate to raise that stock price. They're desperate to restore the confidence in their board. They put all their eggs in one basket, right? You know, we see it all the time in the tech industry. You know, we see it with Oracle, we see it with Microsoft, we see it with Salesforce, we see it across the board. Mm-hmm. Nike, on the other hand, though, they bet against the markets, right? They bet against the markets because they, in 2020, like I was just saying earlier, they were riding high. It was their highest stock price in like almost 10 years, right? But what they weren't really considering is how that momentum would shift in the next 6 years. Now they're riding high on the markets because what happened? What else happened in 2020?
COVID, obviously.
Yeah, pandemic happened, which really caused a paradigm shift, right? So now you're taking those go-to-markets, you know, boots on the ground in stores, right? Those camp outs, all these beautiful things that we were used to, you know, leading up to that from a sneakerhead perspective, to now doing a paradigm shift to e-commerce, right? So now we're seeing the emergence of online raffles. Now we're seeing the emergence of a lot of these shoe companies, Foot Lockers, JD Sports, you know, all these other Snipes, shifting everything toward their e-commerce. Now, with a paradigm shift like that, you have to look at how it's going to have a ripple effect, as we're looking at right now for Nike alone. If you see 2022, you see a gradual decline, right? A gradual decline from 2020, which was their peak, all the way down to 2026. Now, what I would suggest is scale back on product, right? And I know you're like, well, wait a minute, Perp, what does that really even mean at this point? Because we've been preaching, give people what they want, right? Give people what they want. If they want a certain sneaker, then make enough pairs for everyone. Well, that's not really the way that e-commerce works. It's not really the way that marketing works, right? You have to make a product seem scarce, right? Which then does what? It drives up the demand, which then allows you to create a less volatile market. Now, with that being said, lower prices, lower stock, start at the US level, beta test it, pressure test it, see what the overall outcome would be over a 3-month perspective, 6-month perspective, 9-month perspective, and then compositely a 1-year perspective. You created benchmarks where you're now able to measure value, measure revenue over a course of a 1-year span. Depending on what that outcome would be, which in this case probably should be about a 30 to 40% uptick in revenue and marketing alone. Now you release it out globally, right? You take a lot of those other pairs in other countries like Brazil, other countries like the Asia market, Asia Pac, and now you scale some of those different markets. You make them smaller, you shrink them, and you increase the price. So you lower prices on the US side, you increase prices in certain regions like Asia Pac, Brazil, right? To balance out what that really looks like from an e-commerce perspective. And then you weigh the odds. I guarantee you what you'll see is a resurgence in board member confidence and investor stock confidence, and you'll see those prices go up. Now, is that a magic bullet? No. We've seen other companies like IKEA, for example, since we were talking about Sweden earlier, right? That they had a different stock back in 2015, I believe. What did they do? They scaled back on product. They made it more limited. And when they did that, their stock went up a good 25, 30%, which is quite feasible. And that's within a 1-year time. Now, two different industries, right? You know, we have a manufacturer of furniture versus a retail customer, right? Which makes sneakers, apparel, things like that. The other part about it I would do is I would scale back on a lot of these athlete endorsements as well. I feel like that's actually hurt Nike on the back end as opposed to help them. Because think about it. Whenever you bring in a major athlete, you know, to a brand like Nike, what are you paying that athlete, right? You have to think about it from a granular scale. You're paying that athlete millions of dollars for a 2-year contract, a 3-year, a 5-year contract in certain cases, depending on how big of the athlete that is. Now, you're paying all that money for an athlete, and they don't even really promote the shoe when you really think about it. They may put it on foot and get photographed at one of their games, but is that really promotion? People want to see athletes that are Nike brand ambassadors. They want to see them out there pushing their products, right? They want to see the Devin Bookers out there pushing their products, not just wearing them on foot in their games, right? Look at what we've seen with Nigel Sylvester. We've seen the Nigel Sylvester collaboration take off like gangbusters, right? We've seen it rival Travis Scott at this point. Why? Why are we seeing the success that Nigel Sylvester has had so far over the course of a 6-year span, right? Because 6 years ago, half of us didn't even know who Nigel Sylvester was and that he even existed. We've seen him do a meteoric rise over the course of the last 3 years alone to turn into almost a household name as far as the sneaker culture goes, right? Why is that? I'll tell you why. Because he's out there in the streets, he's out there with the people, and I'm not saying anything that we haven't already talked about in the past before, right? We see him pushing his product. We see him actively promoting, right? We see him doing giveaways. We see him doing ride-along events in city after city after city across the country. But yet, you can't pay a Nike athlete, Ja Morant, the Devin Bookers, the LeBron Jameses to get out there and do any of that. Right now, could you really talk about it from a capacity perspective? Oh, well, these athletes don't have time. Well, you have an off season. You see no promotion, no marketing at all of these athletes' sneakers in the off season. Why? Because they're not playing. And for a lot of these athletes, that's the only time you really see them on feet. And you see them promoting them. And they're not even really promoting them. They're doing it because Nike's volunteering them to put them on feet to do it. Half of these athletes don't even want to wear their own product. And that's the problem right there. You're hemorrhaging. Now take all of these Nike athletes right now, put them all together in a basket. You're hemorrhaging well over 3.5 billion with a B dollars a year. You could take that money and put it into marketing, distribution at a global scale, at a local scale. You can meet in the middle, and then you can trim up the fat and distribute that money in other areas like design, like marketing, and more importantly, research. Because if you've been to the Nike facility in Beaverton, Oregon, they spend multiple millions, right, on Nike research with a lot of these athletes. We're not talking about known athletes. We're talking about athletes that are dominating in their field. A lot of Olympians, right, that names we've never even heard of before. But guess what? They just made an announcement 3 months ago that they're cash strapped. So now they're going through a crowd fundraising effort internally at Nike in order to pull more funds from other departments to put more into research and development. Why? Why is the cornerstone of shoe and sneaker design, both for cleats, football cleats, baseball cleats, soccer cleats, right, and casual sneaker streetwear? Why are you cash strapped right now when you just blew $3.5 billion on athletes that don't even promote your product? There needs to be a market reallocation, and it needs to start there for starters, and then spread out to marketing, and then spread out to the whole composite of what you're trying to do from a global scale. But more importantly, Nike needs a roadmap. Nike does not have a roadmap right now. And where your kicks, you'll agree with this. They don't know what they want to do. They're so fragmented right now. It's not even funny. You have a lame duck CEO, right? You have mass layoffs. You have the sunsetting of Sneakers app, right? Which has been probably one of the most controversial propaganda tools that Nike has actually created over the course of the last, 6 years? How long Sneakers app been around? 6, 7 years now?
It's been around quite a bit.
Yeah, I mean, so you have all of these things that have been bringing marketing for you, free advertisement, and now you're sunsetting them, right? You're getting rid of Nike designers that have been there for 20 years.
2015.
You see there you go.
The Sneakers app's been around since 2015. It launched February 11th, 2015. So it's been around for 11 years.
That's crazy. And now we're seeing the end of an era right now. So what are you going to do to localize, right? Gather the masses and get them hype about a release? What are you going to do now? Not saying that was the main aspect of it, but that was the cornerstone of it. Because as soon as you find out about what sneakers are releasing that you actually want, what's the first thing you ask? Oh, is it dropping on the Sneakers app?
Correct.
So now you're going to sunset that, and you're not going to replace it with anything. There are no plans in place right now to replace the Sneakers app with anything. That's how crazy is that?
Real quick, Time says the Sneakers Kings and the Sneakers Junkies family, top of the morning. Have a productive Sneaker Saturday today. Stay consistent and healthy. God bless. God bless. Those do balance. Amen. Hey, real quick, we got 14 minutes to the top of the hour.
14 minutes.
14 minutes. He said yes, 2015. Look at Nike's current highest paid athletes besides Mike. Those guys are not hyping up Nike at all. Google them and ask AI. We're going to look at that in a minute.
Exactly. But you're spending billions on these athletes.
One thing I wanted to look at, let's look at the top followed athletes. So you got Cristiano Ronaldo, Lowry, Virat Kohli, Neymar. Mind you, these are all, besides the cricket player, European soccer, and then LeBron James. And here we go, European soccer. soccer, more soccer, more soccer. So what is that telling you? Granted, soccer is the biggest sport in the world, but LeBron is the only take a look at this. He's the only American here. And he plays soccer. Excuse me, basketball. I've been thinking about this a lot. And I feel as though the influence of athletes is not what it once was. And I think the influence of sport is not what it once was. Hence, the influence of certain gear has no bearing on these people like it once was. Now, don't get me wrong. There are people that obviously follow athletes, as I'm showing you here. But you got to think, in the entire world, there's a lot of countries who are watching soccer like that, and they're out there playing barefoot in the dirt. They don't care what the gear is. They don't have any gear. They just have a soccer ball and whatever hand-me-down clothes they have. You know, there was a time where, at least with us growing up, we had identity through the brands we put on.
Mm-hmm.
It used to be you got made fun of for wearing like Champion, Everlast, wearing Adidas, wearing New Balance.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it was Nike or nothing. Jordan brand or nothing. Then what happened? There was a brand that came along. They had an awesome media campaign, and everybody wanted to wear it because what they wanted to do, they wanted to be a part of protecting the house. Under Armour. Those click clack commercials, bro, I'm thinking about it now and it's giving me chills. But we're not necessarily watching TV like that anymore. Most people are watching streams. They're watching YouTube. And they for damn sure not trying to watch commercials. They find it every way they can to skip them. Like, none of that stuff hits the same anymore. And so it makes me think about like when Nike tried to bring on Kai Cenat, right, to help promote Nike product. It wasn't a bad move. I just felt like they used the wrong person.
I disagree with you actually on that.
Well, let me get to why. I don't know how often you've watched the Kai Cenat stream, but he's kind of all over the place and stuff. So to get him fixated on a brand, it's fine, but again, it's not even something that he, you know, you want to talk about the promotion of things, mm-hmm. and people not necessarily promoting. So you're talking about athletes not necessarily promoting stuff. He didn't necessarily promote Nike to that extent. There are people that follow him, yes, that want to wear the same thing he does. But imagine like some of these lifestyle channels, like for example, like there's like these women lifestyle channels or these women channels who are like moms and they're talking about stuff they do with their kids on. Like, imagine you had a person like that signed to Nike to where they can specifically talk about, you know, what they do on a day-to-day basis, how wearing the clothes helps them because when they're running around with their kid, it's like, great to know I'm wearing something that'll allow me to stretch, bend, and all this. And I know that, you know, it's going to help me keep it together when I'm having to chase my kids around, run all these errands. And I got these really comfortable shoes that Nike sent me to try out. And these are really good. These maybe not so much. I really like the color in these. Like, bro, like I'm trying to tell you, like that type of just direct talking a product to people who are kind of doing the everyday, day-to-day thing. And there's so many other women that consume that type of content to where they're going to get influenced by that and go, oh, you know what? Damn, Nike's out here supporting moms, trying to advertise these comfortable shoes for busy mothers. Like, that is easy advertising right there. Easy influence. What's something they talked about earlier? Nike's having a hard time selling basketball shoes because the athletes are not as popular anymore. That was a real talking point just a few weeks ago. So the evidence is kind of there that the athlete is not the influencer they once were. In terms of turning Nike around, a lot of this is the feel of wanting to own Nike product. It is. It makes no sense. Adidas sells the same kind of products. They don't necessarily have the pedigree of shoes and the stories backing a lot of these shoes that Nike has. And yet, look what their stock price is. Their stock price at this point is damn near triple what Nike's is. Why is that?
Because Adidas invests way more in soccer than Nike does.
Maybe, but a stock price being where it is a level of investor confidence for the direction of the company. Nike's direction of the company has changed a lot. Now, the pivot to the direct-to-consumer was a smart move right around the time of COVID because honestly, I feel like Nike just kind of fell into that working in their favor because COVID happened.
It was luck. Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Like, yeah. Because your CEO at the time was some guy they brought over from eBay. And so he was really focused on building up their internet presence and what the internet shopping experience would be for people, right? Not necessarily focusing on the foot traffic that was happening in a lot of these stores. And again, it lucked out because of the COVID situation. Let me get some of these comments here. I don't know the last LeBron James Nike commercial I've seen. Exactly. I'm going to keep it 100. I'm so tired of seeing a million soccer jerseys on Nike app. I mean, and you know what? As an American, it makes sense. As a European.
Not our market, right?
Correct. It's not really our market. Like, now that the World Cup is over, first off, the minute the U.S. was out, I already said, watch the viewership drop off.
And it did, yeah.
And it damn sure did. It spiked for the championship. Mind you, if you look at the ratings, the longer that game went on, the higher the ratings got because people were starting to tune in to watch, seeing as how it was 0-0 for so long. So, but initially there weren't that many people watching the game. Mm-hmm. No Air Max BW in 2020. BW. What's BW? Air Max BW. I'm not sure what that is. I follow Shaq, but ain't got one pair of his shoes. Nike needs to start limiting everything. Their app is flooded with so much you get like that same feeling when there's too much on a restaurant menu. Just simple ads and streaming services actually showing the shoe and product, not just the vibe or the perceived vibe target market audience. Question of the day. Should I buy stock now in Nike or will it drop more? Baseball guy, what's good?
I think it's definitely going to drop more. Not much more, but it's definitely going to drop more. And even if you were to buy in right now, you would still be saving a gruesome buck. Because
3
I mean,
minutes,
at
y'all.
this point, they're not going to go back up for a few more years to come. It's going to take years to get back to the.
Here's the other thing. Did you think it was going to drop this low when it dropped to 70?
I didn't think I would ever see Nike past 80 at this point. I just didn't, and I have Nike stock, and so when I continue to see it plummet and plummet and plummet, was I surprised over the course of the last 2 years? No. Leading up to that, you couldn't have lied to me and told me it was going to be where it is today.
So Jay Muro, it's all about. I mean, to try to wait for it to drop even lower, based on what's going on, there's a high possibility that's going to happen. Matter of fact, it was at $38 earlier this week. It was lower. It shot up like late Friday to close out at 40, but it was as low as $38 at one point. Will it drop again? Probably.
Next week, aren't they releasing their quarterly report to their investors? Because this should be the wrap of Q2.
Let me see.
Yeah. So Jay, whenever they make those quarterly report announcements to their investors, that's public, you'll see it shoot up a little bit shortly after that.
All right, here we go. Nike is expected to release its fiscal 2027 first quarter financial results in late September 2026.
Okay, so
estimated around late September based on historical patterns such as September 24th or 29th.
Okay, so next month.
Yeah. So here we go. So it's showing. Let's see here. Let's take a quick look. It shows here Q1 results late September, Q2 mid-December, Q3 late March, and Q4 is June.
That's interesting. That okay, because most companies are wrapping up Q2 at the end of this month. It's interesting.
Mm-hmm.
So they're behind a quarter. They're behind a month and a quarter. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, like to me, a couple more comments here. Kadisha, oh sorry, the BW is the second Air Max. The last release was the Air Max BW Los Angeles and Rotterdam.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. That's a good question. Have you guys participated in this GOAT app drops recently? No, Perp, you brought something up about those GOAT app drops. I have not got in there at all.
Yeah.
About them.
I feel like Sneaker Tyler, whenever you see these GOAT app drops that drop randomly around August, it's just overstock. They're just trying to, these sellers are trying to get this overstock out. That's all. And it's the perfect way to clear it.
What up, fellas? I think every cryo shot and soccer jersey sold in the U.S. is kind of gravy for Nike. World Cup was probably a real blessing for them. I mean, it was. Now, mind you, 2027, Nike will become the official team sponsor of the German World Cup team.
Do we feel like this is too little, too late for Nike?
No, because it's just going to expand their European footprint. So
that's a hell of an uphill battle, though, to go against Adidas, though, which is the cornerstone.
Yeah, but for the brand's country team to drop them for the competitor, that says a lot.
Well,
that says a lot. That says a lot.
That just means you're paying off the right politicians, the right people.
Nike paid a good amount of money for that.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, look what's happening right now with ESPN and all the people that they just got rid of just so that they could pay. What's the
Big Mouth? Yeah,
yes,
the Hunter. Yeah,
that wears the tank tops all the time.
Yeah, God, I hate that guy.
I can't think of his name, and he went to my damn college.
Yeah, he was He was a punter for no kicker. Sorry,
he was a kicker for them. I can't think of the name, but he.
What was the NFL team he was a kicker for?
The Colts.
Yes.
The Colts. I can't think of his name. I see his face. I can't think of his name. Doesn't matter. I mean, look, like Nike does have a problem with how much money they're putting out and trying to sign all these people. And someone brought it up. Let's look at the highest paid athletes signed to Nike. Okay.
McCaffrey. Thank you, Rob.
Yes, thank you, Rob. McAfee. Pat McAfee. Thank you, baseball guy, and thank you, Rob.
Okay, so he was a punter. That's what I thought. Okay, thanks, baseball guy.
Yeah. All right, let's go here. All right, so we've got obviously Michael Jordan. Now the thing is his shit's different because he gets paid. What is it? $2 for every Jordan shoe sold, every piece of Jordan apparel sold.
Mm-hmm.
Isn't he makes money off every piece of it?
Thanks to
LeBron James. I didn't realize he signed a lifetime deal in 2015 valued at $1 billion, which includes substantial active career annual bonuses and a signature footwear line.
Mm-hmm.
The problem is his shoes sit. Like, okay, here's the issue with LeBron James. Okay. Well, first, let's look at this. Mike's shoes, for the most part, have no issue in selling. Would you agree?
Agree.
Okay. LeBron James's shoes, every one of them damn ones. Oh, shout out to Fat. Said he got his size 11. It is 10:04, guys. Damn. We missed it.
So, did you get the Jordan 1 low or did you get the 3?
He won the 3s.
He wanted the 3s. Okay, perfect.
Yeah,
good cop.
Yeah, let us know. Good cop, Fat. Good cop. Most of LeBron's shoes, most of them are at the outlets. So Nike is not making the money off of them that they want. So what do you think they're doing in order to pay him? They're definitely pulling money from other parts of the company in order to fund this stuff. They have to. Here goes another one, Cristiano Ronaldo. First off, what do they drop of him? He's got a lifetime agreement. How often do they drop Cristiano Ronaldo stuff?
Oh, they drop it a lot over in Europe, in the EU.
Just in Europe?
A lot.
Okay.
Yeah, no, the EU, he's got it cornered.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it's EU only drops. Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah.
That makes sense. I didn't know Kevin Durant had one. When did Kevin Durant get a lifetime?
I never knew. I knew LeBron did, obviously, because that was very well televised. But I never knew that Kevin Durant did. But
look at this: 1.3, 1 billion, 1 billion, 1 billion. That's what is that? That's 1, 2, 3, 4. That's 4 billion. Tiger Woods is no longer there, so we can't even use that. Okay. Let's take a look here. Nike paid athletes. Let's just take a look at this.
A very comprehensive list.
Let's see. So we've seen these guys already.
Mbappe.
All right. So look at this. Roughly 80 million to 170 million. Who else they got? Come on, I know there's more. Come on.
No, that's just the top part of the list. I mean, that list is
I want to see all of them. All the athletes signed to Nike.
I don't know if that list is fully publicized though. Because I know they're well over 100, 150. I know for a fact. but it's more than that.
Because you got to figure you got skateboarding, but like track and field,
Snowboarding, you have everything. Skiing,
here goes some more. Here we go. Look, Asia Wilson, Aaron Donald, Adriana Leon.
It's not the whole list, though. The whole list has got hundreds on there.
I'm just saying. Let's look at all these athletes that are getting paid money by Nike right now. And matter of fact, Aaron Donald, he don't even play anymore. He's retired.
Yeah, but he's about to come back.
Yeah, I heard about that.
Yep.
I heard about that. Look at all these guys.
Mr. Glass.
Look at all these. Look at all these athletes they've got signed to Nike. Well, screw going through the names. Just look at all these people.
Look at all this wasted money.
All these people got Nike contracts.
Wait a minute. What's his name has a Nike contract? Go back up. Next to Devin.
This guy, Derek White.
Derek White. Thank you. Even though that's an old picture because he's bald now, but whatever.
Still.
How do you get Derek White? They're just passing out Nike contracts like candy.
Look at all these. Taurasi, she just retired.
Yeah.
But man.
Listen, so here's the life, here's the cheat code for marketing with these Nike athletes.
Bro, so they got figure skating. Figure skating, bro.
Oh my God. I'm telling you, you get a contract. You get a contract. You get a contract.
But look how many athletes we ran through.
Look at all this wasted capital. And I'm telling you,
Kyrie, he's not there anymore. We know that. This is
yeah.
But damn. Wow. That's a lot. All right. Got to be jerseys or something. Yeah, nobody likes LeBron's. Just let them go to the outlets. Then I will cop.
Cheat code.
They signed the Sure Money guys and whiffed on Steph Curry. Now they're grabbing every young talent they can. Didn't even know AD had shoes. Yeah, AD's Nike. That's funny. Every size on the Laser 3s is above retail or at retail except for my size 11 under 200. But it still would have been close to 230, and I got the comp straight from the okay.
Now let's see what they're going for on StockX right now.
Talent scouting may be weak at this point. Guys, I mean, listen, it's so many athletes with Nike contracts. Mind you, a lot of these guys are not necessarily pulling money in directly to Nike like that. It's just they're putting the swoosh on people's bodies a lot of times for visibility. You know, like, Sha'Carri Wilson, but there's how many other track and field females with the Nike swoosh that you probably never even heard of. But they're sponsored by Nike. And shout out to the people with all the Nike sponsorships. I'm not saying that, it's bad for them. But in terms of Nike's got a contract with these people, and they're paying them money to put the swoosh on them. And some they're paying into the billions lifetime. If you're constantly seeing losses and your operating expenditure is going up, and in order to try to mitigate it, you keep trying to cut personnel, basically, all while somehow finding ways to increase your footprint Like it's a cyclical disaster of basically like trying to cycle money through, and you're stretching yourself. Pause. Is that fair?
I think it's more than fair, but Nike has to move smarter, right, at this point, because when your stock is at an all-time low like this, right, you're hemorrhaging money, right, wasted capital expenditure on these different avenues that are not yielding you any ROI at all whatsoever. I think Nike needs to start thinking outside of the box. And here's to kind of tie it back to your Kai Cenat point. Nike had the right idea, right, with reaching out to Kai. However, here's when I said it's chaotic over there right now. It's fragmented, it's partitioned, no one's talking to no one, and they're laying off the wrong people. That same version, well, that same variation of section of that marketing department that thought it was a great idea to loop in Kai, well, guess what happened? I think a whole month after that whole Kai Cenat aspect of it is they laid off that section of marketing, right? But guess what? Kai kept his contract and he was still on the hook for that contract. But when you're on the hook for that contract and you don't have, and the people that were handling you on the Nike side of the house are no longer there because they no longer have their jobs, what happens? You run amok, which is why Kai Cenat ended up showing Adidas shoes on his live streams, right, in the first place, because there was no one there to handle him and say, Kai, you can't do that. You are under full guarded contract with Nike. You cannot show any other branded sneaker or apparel on your live stream. And it just went off the rails, right? I feel like if they hadn't laid off that section marketing team that was handling Kai, Nike could have absolutely capitalized on that aspect because Kai is one of the hottest live streamers out there right now. IShowSpeed, Kai Cenat, all of them, you could have dominated that market right now. The only thing I would have done differently is I would have gone after IShowSpeed as well, the way that they went after Kai Cenat, because IShowSpeed is an avid soccer fan, right? I would have put him on a plane on an EU world tour and put him in every single city across the EU pushing your Nike products, and that would have helped plant the seed for a lot of those players and a lot of those fans that are over there that are devout Adidas fans because they're the globally recognized sponsor. I would have started there and worked my way up, and I would have built my way. It's all about reading the room.
With the cryo shots.
Yeah.
With the
that would have
give out a bunch of cryo.
Yeah.
Go out, give away some of the cryo shots or whatever in those areas with IShowSpeed. Facts.
And right now, we've seen that on the average, he has almost 47 million subscribers on YouTube alone. You know, we're not talking about Twitch. We're not talking about any of these other platforms right now.
Nope.
You strap our Nike rocket to him and point him to the EU, billions. You will flood the market in the course of a 3-year span alone, probably shorter than that.
So apparently the Laser 3s are at 329 right now.
I know size 11, they're 188.
They jumped.
StockX.
They jumped. It says Snipes was my only local store. The other DTLR didn't get no money off at DTLR. They don't give away any rewards, only points.
Yeah.
He said the average dude between 18 and 35 would much rather go to the store, hang out for a minute, dap it up, and pick up the shoe. It's not the same getting off the app. Yes and no. Yes and no. It depends. 2021, 2022, when they started taking stuff off the shelves at brick and mortar stores, just like today, there's no reason why those Laser 3s shouldn't have been at every JD. Yeah, he's got a point. He's got a point. I think you're right about that. Like send Casanat on a, you know what, or a city to city tour within the U.S. Right? Because all these fans from all these different countries were coming to the U.S. to watch it, and they could have done those little pop ups with the cryos. You know, maybe offer fans like a special, some type of special, I don't know,
I
some
would have
type of
done it
special thing for them.
the way they run All-Star Weekend, right? I would have, much to your, I'm absolutely 1,000% in lock and step with you with that. Do pop-ups and then add shock drops at different cities as well, right? Across the, and that would have gotten the people going. It really would have, but it was missed opportunities. But you fired the team, whoever came up with that genius idea to then loop in influencers. Because when you think about it now, influencers are more popular almost than seasoned actors.
And here's the other thing. You know, a lot of Nike product costs more outside the US too.
Absolutely.
So imagine all these people are in from all these different countries and they get to buy it at the US price, which is cheaper than the price they would have paid had they got it from their own home country if they hit. So it would have been a bargain for them. It would have been a bargain, you know. It's a lot of missed opportunity. A lot of, you know, Nike is the same company that'll run this campaign about handing out tickets for wearing Jordan 1s on campus for the band breads. You know, they'll put blocks on the Jordan statue outside the Chicago Center. They'll go around and do all this stuff, and yet here was an easy opportunity with all these people coming into an area you could easily be in. Now, I will say this though, Perk. FIFA is very much controlling about how advertising is done within the confines of where World Cup games are going to be played. So that could have been an idea of Nike's, but maybe trying to get around the red tape that FIFA was going to put out there. Because remember, unless you were directly sponsoring FIFA's World Cup, they told them they had to cover up a lot of advertising at the stadiums. So that's something that needs to be taken into account. I'm not sure who was the official apparel sponsor for the World Cup this year.
Adidas.
Oh, well, there you go.
Yeah.
Well, there you go. You know, but I just heard something recent. Like, okay, so remember that run club I sent to Jay, the Brazil run club that's going to be in Miami? Apparently Nike has been popping up at some of these popular run clubs throughout the country. And what they're doing is they're allowing runners to basically take the shoes off their feet, trade them in, and Nike will give them a pair of their choice to run at Run Club in to get a feel for their possible next shoe purchase. So it's kind of like when you go bowling, you hand in the shoe, they'll give you a pair of bowling. It's the same concept. So when you're done, you just take them back to them and they'll give you back your shoes once you're done the run. Or I think they give you the option to buy them like right there on the spot.
You know where they just did that?
Where?
Chicago last weekend with Notre.
There you go.
Yeah. Because Notre's thrown their hat in the. So for those who may not be familiar with Notre's like a big sneaker boutique. I believe they have a location in New York as well, but they're huge here in Chicago. And so they partnered with several running clubs here in Chicago, and they've been doing a lot with them over the course of the last few months.
Run clubs are big, and so is now the not the triathlete, the hybrid athlete, you know, is a huge thing right now. Like High Rocks, and all these different kind of Not necessarily. It's not. So CrossFit's kind of gone to the wayside now. There's way too many injuries that have been associated in CrossFit. So now they've moved over into this hybrid athlete thing, mainly like high rocks, to where it doesn't require Olympic lifts. You know, your weighted lifts are a sled push. There is a farmer's walk. There is a weighted lunge station, and I'm trying to think if there's another weight station. There isn't. But as far as the exercises go, there's the standing ski erg, the one where you use the cables. Then you run. Then you have there's a sled pull, a weighted sled pull. You have the sled push station. You have the burpee station. You have the lunge station, the farmer's carry station, and then the wall ball. So it's basically all exercises. I mean, you have people there. There's people going there with like missing limbs, basically, and have gone to compete in high rocks, you know. And the crazy thing is, bro, you have to pay to do this freaking race. And it's a couple $100 to do it too. It ain't cheap, bro. And when people go out doing these like marathons, you got to pay for that. That shit ain't cheap. Some places will have like $200 entry fee. I wonder what it costs to do the Boston Marathon, New York City Marathon.
I mean, it has to be a lot because you have to think about the infrastructure that they have to put into place just to facilitate.
A lot. You are paying to exercise.
You're paying for protection from the cops as you exercise.
Man, I'm just saying, like, that's where things are right now in terms of athletics are concerned. And what's gotten really big is like triathlon athletes too. You know, I mean, really, it's biking, swimming, running. You know, but again, it's expensive to do and participate in some of these events. It ain't cheap. But the community surrounding these athletic events is huge. Pause. Huge. The app did take away from the experience, but gave everyone a chance at almost gambling like high, no judgment. Then the app started going downhill. I mean, the downfall of the apps, the peak and downfall of the app is COVID. Everything goes back to that time because that's when we started getting the bots.
Yep.
The bots really hurt the app. I will never forget, bro. That shoe back there in the corner, the lost and founds, when the app froze for damn near 30 minutes.
Had people crashing out.
Bro, I crashed out. That app froze and I had the spinny wheel of death forever. I said, oh, hell nah. Bro. And then I remember trying to cop them on JD Sport. It was just terrible all the way around, bro. Terrible all the way around. That's the only thing that would explain why the lineup in front of Snipes for the first come, first serve every week when they could just grab it off the app. Yeah, I mean, listen, it's one thing to get them shipped to you, but it's another to when you're at the store securing your pair.
In hand, yeah.
That's right. What do they say? A bird in the hand's worth two in the bush, right?
I like bushes.
And think about the journey your shoe has to go on. Listen, when you hit on a shoe on the app, right? That's just the first stage. You still got to get a tracking number. Then they got to get shipped. Then they got to make it to your house undamaged.
You got to beat the final boss.
Right? And beat the final boss. versus, oh, I got my pair in store. I just got to go get them. Neighborhood Superstar Wayne, what up? Laser 3 sold out. Let's see. Nike did that back in 2000. Run Club shoe swap. Well,
it's back.
It's back. It's back. And the high heat drop experience has turned into the worst. First, the sneakers got backdoored, cutting you out. Then the apps feel like a bouncer at the club telling you you're not on the list. Yeah, I commend them for trying, but there's too much BS that would happen. It's like the same accounts would constantly hit every time versus you never get the hit on a high heat shoe. And then you don't, and then they tell you? Oh, the more time you spend consuming content on the app, the better your chances are going to be to hit on a shoe.
Which is crap.
But if you remember, we had Sneakerhead on a budget on here. And he said he found the less time he spent on the app, the more he got the hit on the rare pairs.
Mm-hmm.
Purple Haze, what do you think about them stealing your name for that Jordan? Nah. Steal his name? That's homage. They're paying tribute to your boy. Do you know who this is? Hold on a second. Baseball, do you know who this man is, bro? Do you know who this is? This is Purple QL. This is no
guy.
Footwork perp.
I think Baseball Guy wasn't around during those crazy, like super ultra hard cops to get back.
This is Shenzhen perp right here, bro. This is assembly line Purple Haze.
Oh,
this
man.
is, bro.
We've had some good times.
My man said footwork. I don't need no footwork. Footwork.
Oh my God, man. We've gone through some very, very crazy drops, man, for sure.
This man said if I didn't feel like getting out the house, they just bring them to me.
Oh my gosh.
Sometimes he gets them right off the assembly. Listen, but I tell you, right off the assembly line. He's watching the process of how they get built. For real. How they paying you per listen. He getting the Michael Jordan $2 per shoe sold.
Man, listen. I need to be striking some sub deals here. I need to get a lawyer
involved. I saw those, bro. The minute I saw the shoe, I thought of you. And then I saw the name and I said, oh, hell no. I threw my hands up. I said, he is not beating these allegations today.
Oh, my gosh. The bat signal went out quick.
He is not beating these. Matter of fact, where's that picture at I made? Where's that picture at?
Yo,
so y'all, hold on a second. So y'all know this picture. Hold up. Y'all know this picture, right? Y'all know this picture, right? This is, looking down on the left ends. Okay. Looking down on the left ends.
Yo. Hey, yo.
There he is, looking down on the left ends.
Oh my gosh, man.
There he is. Wild.
That's wild. Yo, Where Your Kicks has definitely been on one for that one, folks. Chat. What's wrong with your boy, Chat? What is wrong with your boy?
Hey, Mr. Off the Lot. Facts. Yeah, I wasn't around back then, but I really like that shoe. It's a nice looking shoe.
Yeah, for sure.
It's a nice looking shoe. He said, wow, that's crazy. Hey.
Yeah. Sneaker Town has been along the whole ride. You can tell you a whole timeline.
Man, I'm surprised Jay Mural ain't saying nothing right now. Jay Mural quiet. He's probably, too busy looking at the car show.
Right. Oh
man, but I saw those joints. I said, oh, hell no. And they called the fact that they called them joints Purple Haze. Because at first I was like, I seen them. I was like, oh, they're doing a tribute to
Prince,
but that's Purple Rain.
Mm-hmm.
You know, but I was like, man,
just saying, hey man,
it's over. It's over.
Purple is
it's over.
Of royalty.
Wait till that shoe comes out, bro. Wait till that damn shoe come out.
I'm excited. I'm
just gonna ask straight up, like, can we get a pair? Like,
early pairs for the first.
What's up?
5 people in chat.
What's up? It come out in April. Yeah. What's up? Yeah.
Yeah. If they come out in April, yeah, I'll have them in early March.
Man.
Yeah.
Man. But it's man, I'll tell you what. It's they have a lot. Nike's got a lot of nice shoes coming out, but it's just I just don't feel like that we'll ever get to the bottom of what Nike can really do, except somehow they need to find a way to capture that feeling of what it is to wear a Nike product. But it's like Mike transcended athletics, because the athletes that came after him to put the Nike swoosh on, like, just think of it from that perspective. It was, you was a Nike athlete or you was just an athlete, basically. But if you had the backing of Nike, you were somebody.
You made it. Yeah.
You made it, bro. And think about these athletes. Look at the athletes about this. Like Penny Hardaway, Charles Barkley. You had Tim Hardaway. And a plethora of other guys you could name, even on the football side, like Barry Sanders, Bo Jackson, all these athletes. But
Deion Sanders, the only athlete, by the way, to win a World Series and a Super Bowl. Crazy.
Deion, Ken Griffey Jr. Like, bro, like, you name these athletes and you automatically get an image of your mind of like guys that were just transcendent in terms of athletic footprint, right? But now, do you think social media has hurt the modern athlete?
Social media has disrupted everything.
But do you think it's hurt them?
Absolutely. Absolutely.
I think so too. I think part of the problem is we now have so much access to these guys that there isn't necessarily that much of a separation of church and state. Like, okay, for example, Klay Thompson and Megan Thee Stallion were dating. There's so much to be talked about with them because of social media. But back then, like, your social media was like Access Live. You remember that show where they used to talk about what's happening amongst movie stars and athletes, the elite? It was a TV show that came on. But now you've got Twitter, Instagram, Snapchat. You got all these platforms basically to look into what's going on day to day with a lot of these athletes, and these athletes are talking and being involved in all these shenanigans and shit like that. Like, I can see it having a negative impact on just the level at which we saw them originally to where they are now.
Yeah, absolutely. But I feel like, and this goes back to the points we were both making earlier, like social media has turned the influencer into the new celebrity. Because I mean, look at what's his name, how he's just skyrocketed to Drewski, right?
Bro.
Look at him now. Like, he's hosting award shows, he's in movies, he's everything. This is a guy that started out just doing skits in his basement.
Bro. Drewski. Like, say what you will. That man's doing it right now. Bro, that skit he made on the church. That skit he made about black churches. My God, bro.
Yeah, I mean, he wasn't lying.
Or mega churches. Mega churches. It wasn't just black. Mega churches. I mean, he wasn't lying, but damn.
Yeah. Went to the stratosphere.
The controversy that created.
Yeah, there was a lot. He got a lot of people coming after him for that too. It was crazy.
Well, that's because it ruffled a lot of feathers.
He was getting death threats. I'm like, you're in a church. How are you giving people death threats?
They were so mad.
It further perpetuates the mediocrity.
They were so mad.
It's just wow. It's so contradictory.
So mad. Like, bro. And let's look, like, some of the top social media influencers just were talking about it.
I don't even know who the second guy is.
I've never heard of him either.
Stephen Bartlett, I know.
American entrepreneur and film producer. Founder of Darman Studios, a video production company that creates short scripted videos primarily distributed on platforms such as YouTube. The content is aimed at young audience and often includes narratives with moral lessons. Oh, I know who this guy is. I've seen these videos before. I've seen some of these.
Okay. Yeah.
They're like over the top moral. Like, I recently just saw one about it's this couple of color that moved into the neighborhood, and they went to a neighbor's house to present them a pie, you know, on some like Leave It to Beaver type gesture, right?
Mm-hmm.
The woman opens her door, sees the people, closes her door, puts the little lock chain in, and reopens it and looks in there, right? To talk to them. She tries to make them leave. The husband comes to the door, invites them in, but basically it's like this couple is hanging out with them only to then accuse them of trying to steal and wants to call the police, right? The police come, and come to find out the wife of the couple that presented the pie, she's the new police chief. In this scripted scenario, and basically it's, you know, it's this whole thing surrounding them being, you know, the couple being racist and you know, the only reason why they invited them in the house was just to push this narrative, you know. But then when they found out she was the actual police chief, like, they were just completely appalled and just like, oh my God, I can't believe this, we're so sorry, da 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 da. Like, yeah. It's like, but it's like over the top, kind of dramatic when you watch it, you know. So,
Jordan 14 low, Ben 23 expected to release June 29th, 2027.
Where did you see that? Sneakerhead?
Yep.
Let's see if it's on. Is it on IG or is it on Twitter?
Twitter. I'm dropping it in the chat.
Speaking of which, you want to talk about your boy real quick? You want to talk about?
Oh my God, my boy!
the kingpin of Penn State himself.
Oh my gosh, that's crazy. You know what? One of their dads was actually helping them as well. Can you believe that?
I saw that. Yes.
That whole situation is wild to me. Chat, have you all been following this story? Like, Penn State is on the map. They've really turned Penn State into Penn State.
Bro, so says here, right? Made the Dean's List 3 semesters running, graduated from Penn State in accounting in 2024, blogged about financial technology accounting ethics. On Tuesday, he surrendered to PA authorities and was ordered held without bail. Attorney General charged him and 13 others on Monday, alleging that Abatello and Delta Epsilon Senior Thomas Robinson drove to Philadelphia and New York for bulk cocaine, which was cut and packaged at the Delta Epsilon Sigma Chi House and sold to students over Snapchat. Wow. Prosecutors placed at the top of the chain alleged one co-defendant bought more than $50,000 worth of product.
In just one purchase, yeah.
$50,000 in a single transaction. They also say he pressed a fraternity brother into transporting packages over an unpaid $1,500 spring break loan. Like, yo.
But check this out. Do you know what his line name was?
No, what was it?
That's the funniest part of the whole story. His line name was Pablo Plejkabar.
Oh, right here. Pablo. Oh my God. Pablo Plejkabar. Wow. What a name. What a name. I'm telling y'all right now. This bro saw more booty than a toilet seat. Yo.
He does look like McLovin.
ATT Chris in the house.
ATT Chris, what's up, fam?
Bro, this is crazy, though.
What the hell is the story?
This is crazy.
You know they're going to make this into a movie, right?
It has to be.
It
has to be a movie.
Reality is like more entertaining than fantasy right now.
Like, seriously.
This is proof that we're all living in a simulation.
Bro.
Right now.
I would love to know how he got caught. And unfortunately, you know Hollywood is going to over dramatize this.
Of course.
But to me, I feel like there's enough here to just tell the story straight up.
Well, someone snitched, obviously, but
the
problem is why? Did they feel that they weren't getting enough of the cut?
Let's think about this. Was
it women jealousy? Women? I mean, it was a number of things.
What makes a man turn on another man?
Money and women. Simple as that.
So either somebody wasn't getting paid, or he took somebody's joint.
Yep.
You know.
Yep. Hey, what's that scene from Belly where the guy's eating the banana? Pause. And he's like, I don't like that shit. I'm dying with this mother.
Diabolical, bro. I'm
diabolical.
Right now,
yeah.
Everybody knew who this was. I bet you there were professors probably buying from him too.
Oh, everybody was buying from him.
Bro, I'm telling you right now.
In order to be moving that type of weight, you absolutely have to have a massive distribution list. Massive.
Oh, yeah. Hold on. A little off topic, but what do you think about this private equity and sports situation? Live sports in person or the last frontier? Jaylen Brown traded with the quickness. Equity and sports.
I'm not too familiar with that, Rob.
What in regards to what?
Yeah.
Let us know, Rob, and we'll get to it. 10:45. We appreciate everybody being tapped in right now. One Pair at a Time podcast channel, man. Appreciate y'all being a part of the conversation. Yeah, this was a wild story, bro. But listen, Penn State has been under some heat as of late, bro. And this is like a gift and a curse, seeing as how college football week 0 is right around the corner.
And no one's talking about it.
Next week is week 0. Y'all better claim your team now. Claim your team now. Don't do it later. Don't try to front run down. I'll tell you right now. My alma mater is West Virginia, and I go to the Miami Hurricane games. There we go. That's it.
Yeah.
So can't nobody tell me nothing. Okay.
It's time to lock in. That's what it is.
Lock the hell in. And the NFL season right around the corner too.
Even though nobody's watching preseason, nobody gives a damn. But it's great.
Nobody gives a damn.
It's
there's
about
more
that time.
There's more excitement at the joint practices
Yeah,
with
than
the
anything else.
fights. Bro, did you see? I wish we had Jay on here because Scott Steiner's son is a tight end for the New Orleans Saints, and he got into a huge fight and suplexed some dude on the Cowboys during
No,
joint
I missed that.
practices. Yeah, you gotta look that up, bro. It's crazy.
I've been following this Jeannie Buss situation with the Lakers, man. That's been pretty.
Oh, that's a good thing to bring up too. What was
Yeah.
it, like an illegal sell of the Lakers or something?
So essentially, she has 2 brothers or 3 brothers, and so they basically went and put the Lakers up on an auction block without letting her know, and she's the majority stakeholder out of the 3 of them. And yeah, they were like, "We're going to sell it for 12.5." She finds out about it. Her lawyer sends a cease and desist to her brothers, saying that I didn't authorize this. I'm the majority out of the 3 of us, whatever. And so they were like, you all need to retract that statement and pull out of whatever makeshift deal that you've been working on the back end.
And there's a Kawhi Leonard thing too.
Yeah, well, that Kawhi Leonard thing is from a couple of years ago.
They're investigating it now.
Yeah, but they've been talking about it for a few years now. I'm really surprised they're just now starting to investigate it because it's been widely talked about.
And there was money because they were trying to build a stadium somewhere.
Right.
Was it New Hampshire?
I can't remember the location.
Vermont?
But yeah.
It was somewhere up there. But bro, do you realize that the money they were using was money that was supposed to go to federal housing?
Yep.
Federal low-income housing.
But I think Kawhi's party is essentially saying, hey, we weren't aware of any of this, and it was presented to us in a different format type stuff. So, burden of proof is going to be on him, obviously, and his legal team to prevail with that situation. It's a mess, though. It's a mess.
Yeah. It's a lot going on. Okay, so here we go. What is this? The second claim of illegality comes from Jeannie Buss, the current Lakers controlling owner and team governor. After Walter agreed to sell his majority stake, 5 of the 6 Buss siblings voted to trigger a tag-along provision to sell the family's remaining 17.8% majority stake to Iger and Kushner. Jeannie's legal challenge. Jeannie Buss's attorney, Adam Streisand, immediately sent a letter to siblings declaring their vote void and illegal. Yeah. Says here, 15% cap rule. Under NBA rules, a team governor must own at least a 15% stake in the franchise. If her siblings forced to sell the family's 17.8% stake, Jeannie would drop below that threshold and would be ousted from her lifelong role running the team. Jeannie's legal team argues that a 2017 court order dictates she must remain controlling owner for life, and no family shares can be sold without her explicit consent.
And that's directly from her father, who purchased the team in '79. Jerry Buss.
Right on cue, right there, right on cue.
Yep.
In '79. Let me see if I can get a better view of this for the people who might be on let's see. Okay. Now Mark Walter purchased majority stake from the Buss family. Pending. Okay. I don't know. It's a lot. So they're scheduled to meet mid-September to review and potentially vote on approving the transfer of ownership. Interesting.
That whole family dynamic is weird, right? Because you remember back in the day when she did she posed for all those nudes for Playboy, and then
Jeannie Buss?
Yeah. And then that was the whole thing with the family, caused a whole huge rift. And then just last year, she fired 2 of her brothers, right, from their jobs, within the Lakers organization as well. So it's been a whole bunch of back and forth of a very tumultuous family history with them since Jerry purchased in '79.
Fact. That was epic. Yep. That's the part of what I'm talking about. The Lakers purchase is funded by private equity. Celtics owner answers to investors.
Oh yeah, I mean, they're organizations like anything else, though, Rob. So I mean that's just
So
you're
that's
going to see more. You're going to see the majority of them run like that.
But that's interesting dynamic though when you talk about a team being run by investors because they're looking at it from a money standpoint. But I would think winning actual championships is what's going to ultimately raise the valuation of a team. Would it not?
Yeah, but when you think of the contrast, the NFL versus the NBA, the NBA is more. You're starting to see more franchises run that way. The NFL has been predicated on family ownership, right? What I do feel like you will see private equity begin to creep up more within the NFL as well, because that's just the sign of the times and where we're moving, just from a capitalistic standpoint. But I understand what Rob's saying now. Yeah.
I mean, listen, this is the problem with the Miami Dolphins. No shade to ATT Chris, but you've got how many owners, right, that you're looking to get them a return on their investment. But what are you actually doing to help put that team over the hump to get back into the playoffs and win championships? Listen, New England is where they are because they've got 6 Super Bowls. Not because Tom Brady, Bill Belichick, and all them became the most popular people because they were winning championships. The valuation of the Patriots now versus what they were prior to the Bill Belichick, Tom Brady era is night and day different. Night and day. If you win, the money will come. But you see it with a lot of these companies out here. It's all about, getting money back to their investors right away rather than running the company the right way, which is ultimately going to put more money in your investors' pockets.
But the other side of it is you have to spend money to make money, right? And when I say spend money, you have to spend money on talent to build up these teams to put you in the Super Bowl seat at the end of the day.
Correct.
That then puts more seats in the seats of the rows of spectators. Annual ticket sales, season ticket holders, all of that. Those are all contributing factors to the ROI that goes back to the investors.
You're right about that. You're right. And that's obviously a huge factor. But, it reminds me of the movie, The Major League. What's it called? Major League?
Baseball?
Where the owner didn't actually want the team to win.
Right, yeah.
And when they were winning, she was getting pissed off about it.
What was that with Charlie Sheen?
Yes.
Wild Thing?
Yes. Wild. Yes. And he had the glasses.
Yep.
Yeah.
One of my favorite baseball movies, by the way.
How many did it make? It was like 3 of them, right?
I know there was 2. There may have been a third one, but I know for a fact it was 2, for sure.
Let me look this up.
Yeah, because I'd be curious too. Let me know.
Okay, so there's Major League came out in 1989.
Mm-hmm.
Major League 2 came out in 94. And then Major League Back to the Minors came out in 1998.
Was Charlie Sheen in Back to the Minors?
Let me look.
Jeffrey Flight's in the building. What up, Jeffrey?
Jeffrey Flight, what up?
I see Jeffrey forever.
He said,
My
I was about
EU
to say, I'm staying out of this. Let's see. Who was in that movie? Let's take a look.
Oh, Scott Bakula? He was the coach, I think.
Yes. Yeah. Corbin Burnson, Dennis Haysbert. Oh, F you, Jobu. I do it myself.
Yeah, that's right. Oh,
Bro.
boo in the locker room.
Bro, I be saying that to my golf clubs when I'm on the golf course. F you, Joe Boo. I do it myself.
I didn't know Walton Goggins was in that. Okay.
Yeah, he was he was like the hot shot baseball player that didn't want to listen to anybody
Okay.
in that movie. Yeah, I remember that.
See, I never saw this one. I saw 1 and 2 though, for sure.
I remember these. Oh my god, I remember all these.
I remember
guys
I remember Takashi.
Yeah, there he is. The guy you said you didn't remember. That's him.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. That was him.
Yes.
Bro, that was so long ago. I didn't realize he was acting that long.
Yes. Yep. Yep.
Wow.
Major League back to he was the coach.
Yep. There's Scott.
Yep. So, and there's he was a player. I remember he was like a player on the team at one point, wasn't he?
I thought he was the owner. No. You know what he was? You know, every team needs a veteran on it. He was one of the over the top veterans. His career was over, and they brought him back to help coach him up.
Got you.
Yep.
Okay. Got you.
Wow, this brings back memories.
Yeah, it does. Yeah, it does.
Oh, see, baseball guy, same thing. Baseball guy. He said Major League 1 and 2 are classics. Back to the minors, not so much. Yeah, because I never even watched it.
Yeah, I mean, Back to the minors. You probably could have done without Back to the Minors.
Yeah.
But, you know,
money grab.
It's still kind of something you watch. You know, for me, I just love to just be at the game, win or lose. Yeah, I mean, there's people like that, but ultimately, you know, like I'm trying to think of teams that, I mean, the Patriots are a great example. But I mean, look, okay, perfect example. The Cleveland Cavaliers. Before LeBron got there, they were known for the shot over Craig Elo. And their most famous person was who? Jim Brown of the Browns. You know, I mean, they had other guys that played for Cleveland Browns, you know, but as far as Cleveland, Ohio athletes like that, besides the Browns, the next team that was followed like that was the Ohio State Buckeyes. Truth be told, that's the winningest program in all of Ohio, I believe, right?
It is 100%.
So, you know, when I mean, that's kind of like West Virginia. West Virginia doesn't have any professional teams. So obviously, you know, the Mountaineers are what everybody follows. But, you know, think of another place like that, Mississippi. But for like, imagine if like the Pelicans started winning some championships. You know, look at the boost Oklahoma got from winning a chip. If they win a couple more, right, it's going to put a big spotlight in that area. So, my man said I sneak in my own alcohol into the games. Hey, they be charging a lot. New Mexico's another one. They don't have nobody. Yep. So, yeah, you know. But that being said, man, what you got planned for the rest of the day, Perp?
Man, I've got to run some errands, man, and then I've got to get back and I've got to kind of reformat some content I'm working on. SneakerCon is actually going to be here next weekend, and that's going to be massive. When I tell you the amount of energy that I've seen put into marketing and advertising for SneakerCon as opposed to got sold, crazy. So I'm definitely excited to grab some footage. So next live, not next live because that'll be before I actually go. But the following weekend, I'll have plenty of live for the chat to kind of go over, and then we can kind of talk through some things.
My man said barbecue would take the grandkids swimming.
Okay,
the guys' next cop. That's a good question.
That's a good question. Yeah.
Man, look at this gap. 2019 to 2024, and then 2 years later.
When's the last time we saw a 2-year gap?
That's a bad move, in my opinion.
2-year gap. 99. Oh,
That's
wait.
a bad move.
12, 19, 24. Why? What was the reasoning behind that?
That's a bad move. Bad move.
So, do you think these get pushed to next year?
No.
On-time release.
I just think it should have been a few years before they came out with the originals. I do. It should have been some time before they did it.
And typically, we've always seen a 10-year gap, but yeah.
So here go to Ben 14s.
Tell me that's not going to have you in a head spin. Come on, you have the Ferrari 14s. You went nuts over that shoe.
Yeah, but this looks like it's got too much going on for it.
You an all red Ferrari 14, and this is too much.
Look at all the colors: black, purple, gold, red
Ferrari 14. You're walking around with 2 fire hydrants on your feet. This is too much.
Oh, whoa! They got the black and carbon fiber trim on them. You know.
Oh my!
Listen,
let me tell you something.
Hold on, Perp, because I'm gonna tell you right now. If you owned a real Ferrari and you did this to your car, you getting a letter from Maranello talking about cease and desist. Okay. Cease and desist. If Maranello Italy sees you got your Ferrari looking like this, you getting a cease and desist. Okay. Your 355 for 14s is crazy work. Facts. Toronto jersey, baby. Hat to Raptors
there you
jersey.
Go. Toronto's flavor.
You're right. 2024 was the leather reimagined. Facts. I like the leather better too. It'll last longer.
Yeah.
You know?
Alabama.
Alabama's another good example. Yep. It's either you're Auburn Tiger or you're part of the Crimson Tide.
Yeah.
Damn, 355 for these joints. Damn.
But I mean that tracks with what Ben has been charging though.
I know, it's crazy.
I like that color blocking, man. I'm sorry. That I don't know something about that color blocking.
It's purple. It's purple.
I mean,
listen, we know you approve these. It's okay.
But it's great color blocking though, especially with the little accent gold piece. Oh my god, that is perfect. I don't even like 14s. I would absolutely add that to the rotation.
All right, how we feeling about these joints?
Nobody asked for these 10 men.
Hell nah.
You notice this is a trend, right?
What's with these Silver Surfer looking joints, bro?
It's a trend right now. Look at what we're getting with the 8s, the black chrome 8s, and now these.
355, I'll pass.
We're now moving into a black chrome trend. We're moving into that era, chat. And I guarantee you for the next 9 months, you're going to see multiple colorways with the black and chrome accents.
I think I saw Ben 14s are going to be 400. Maybe.
Sheesh. They better come with that briefcase.
Manola 14s, but I just bought J-Tips Sauconys for 109 at Shoe Palace. Okay. But these joints, bro, like...
No, not it.
Nah. The Secret Tyler Radio said these joints fire. Hell nah. What you think about these joints? The light aqua 6s.
Nobody asked for these.
These are like...
They got the Nike on the back, though.
If they do Tiffany's on here, it'd be over.
Well,
if this was a Tiffany's release,
I mean, the only thing keeping it from being a Tiffany's release, essentially, just from a color perspective, is just them removing that chrome, those chromes on the midsole. If you remove that, you have a Tiffany.
Nah, because what if that's a little piece to represent like Tiffany jewelry?
Nah, because you
silver part.
Okay, they did have the silver part with the Air Force One. I will say that.
And the Dunks had it too. Wasn't the
Yeah,
swoosh
but not the
silver?
midsole though. No, they never touched the midsole. They always kept the midsole black.
I mean, what else? Well,
And for the Air Force One piece, it was just that little metal piece in the back.
but you just said it's the trend, chrome and black.
Yeah, but
you did just say that's the trend.
I'm telling you, for the next 9 months, they're gonna cram black and chrome down our throat. Pause.
You know. Let's talk about these guys real quick.
Oh, Daddy likey. And they kept the royal blue. If they had given us a navy blue like they did with the SB4s, they would have destroyed this shoe. I'm so glad they kept the Sport Royal.
Well, Thank you, Nike. This more matches the actual Dodger color.
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you, Nike, for getting it right the first time.
So, for all you out there that want this shoe is going to come in full family sizing.
Give the people what they want.
And they said stock is going to be kind of plentiful. These are going to be available.
For someone like me who grew up playing baseball my whole life, I've been a Dodgers fan since I was at least 5 years old. Like, to me, this is my mecca right here. Like, I have, this is a must cop triple up for me.
Okay, in terms of Jackie Robinson shoes we've seen, is this the best one? Is this the best representation? Over the Jackie Robinson dunks?
The SB dunks, to me, man, reign supreme, man. But these are absolutely number two. Facts. These are number two. Jackie, I don't think they will ever come out with a sneaker better than the SB dunks. The Jackie Robinson SB dunks. I'm sorry. It's not happening.
I'm so upset about the GOAT drop. I hit on the Travis reverse mocha and realized after it was the only Travis drop in toddler sizes. Wow.
Yeah, you gotta look at them size. Look, we've all gotten caught up with that.
Fine print. The fours are a must cop. I'm with Purple Haze. Yeah, these definitely.
Yeah.
Now, I think Jay said he was kind of mad that they gave him the white cement treatment.
Yeah, shut up, Jay. Jay's always got to open his mouth with a damn opinion. No, but man, listen. I wouldn't change anything about these, man. They got the color blocking correct, man. I love the white cement aspect and that 42 on the bike. Oh my gosh. The only thing I would change about this shoe, the only thing that would have made this shoe absolutely perfect is that little baby swoosh in the front. It would have been perfection.
You know what else would have been dope? If the caging, they had done it like the baseball stitching.
I think they would have ruined it, actually.
You think so?
Yeah. I think that would have ruined it because they could have done that with the SB Dunk too, but they didn't. They kept it white, much to Jay's point. And it looked great. It really just brought everything together. I wouldn't change the caging.
I feel like somewhere on here they could have done baseball stitching, but
they could have, or right there around the toe box, you could have done stitching around the toe box. Possibly.
He said he agrees with Jay.
That'll be a first. Someone actually agreeing with Jay. Let me stop because Chad, I'm just joking. You all know I love Jay. Jay's always got some really good takes on you.
These are nice though. I ain't gonna lie. These are nice.
Triple up.
These are nice. With the 42 on the back.
Oh, yeah. These are absolutely coming home. One to rock, one to stock, and one to bronze and put above the fireplace with the Purple Haze 3s.
They could have done it like the Kobe, though, a 4 on one and a 2 on the other.
Yeah, they could have. But this absolutely still works. Yeah. Like I said, I just wish they put that baby swoosh on the front. Oh, my God. That would have been the creme de la creme. Chef's kiss.
But I will say you're less prone now to QC issues because what if you pull your pair out, you got like a 4 on each shoe, or a 2 on each shoe, or it's put on backwards 2-4 instead of 4-2.
Sell it on eBay for 3 times what you paid for it,
bro. Those are the ones those mistakes, like factory mistakes. Those are the ones that go for some bread.
Yeah, absolutely.
Let's see. He said, I want the Jordan 16s free to youth, but I don't know how they fit. Go up half a size.
Yeah, they're narrow. Case. They're narrow, I've heard. So if you're a wide footer, half a size.
I like having both Nike Air and 4.2.
Facts, baseball.
It's dope. It is dope.
Facts.
It is dope. It's kind of like, what they did with like the J Balvins. They got a symbol on one and Nike Air on the other.
Yep.
So I need to wear these ones more.
Why do you randomly have those out, by the way?
I forgot. I don't know why they're here.
I know you're not about to sell them.
I had those there, and then I got these sitting here randomly too.
Wow.
I don't know
now,
why.
Those the Reimagine or the OG pair?
These are Reimagines.
You randomly do have them.
I don't have them. I don't have the OG pair. I need to wear these.
Hey, I like the way they fit though. The way that they cut it really good. I like the cut of that, and I like the cut of the shatter backboards that came out last year as well.
Ooh, someone said no 24 would be perfect. Or 4.2, I guess. Kilroy Lowe's, my most recent pickup.
Sneaker Tyler, I need content on those.
Yeah, man. But so you said you got SneakerCon when?
Next Saturday.
Okay. What you got rest of the day today?
And like I said, I got to run some errands. I'm working on a customization right now.
Okay.
Like a denim Louis Vuitton customization. So, yeah, that's going to tie me up for the rest.
All right.
What about you? Gym, of course.
What'd you say?
Gym, of course.
Oh, yeah, I'll be going there. There's a rooftop event in West Palm Beach I'm probably going to tonight.
Ooh.
It starts around 7 o'clock.
Sunset, okay.
Mm-hmm. And then what else? I need a nap, to be honest with you, bro. Your boy was up late last night.
Yeah, you were burning midnight oil, huh?
Man, listen. Well, I went out to the social, was dancing there, then came back here. More stuff happened. Did a late night run to Wawa. Bro, you ever had Wawa pizza?
Yeah, I have. That's why I said it's a vibe. Yeah.
It was good too.
I lived in Virginia Beach, man, for years, man. Those Wawa runs are epic.
Now look, she chose what she wanted on the pizza. She wanted the pause. She wanted the pause on the pizza.
Hey, yo.
All right. I mean, all right. That's
chat. We see how those epic Friday nights start with Where Your Kicks man going into our lives.
Listen,
going.
I mean, listen. I did like a 22 miles on the bike earlier too. So, gym today. Tomorrow's supposed to be doing like a 50 miler. So I got to hit up the grocery store. Have my snacks for this ride.
Oh, sheesh. Yeah, fuel up, man. That's just important.
Yeah. So, but yeah, man, other than that. Oh, wait. Eagles preseason tonight, too. Screw it. I don't care.
Who do they play?
Patriots.
Okay, yeah.
Because they had joint practices with the Patriots this week.
I feel like the preseason practices, much to your point, are a lot more entertaining than the actual games itself, for sure.
Yeah. I'm just ready for this regular season to kick off.
I know, man. We got a squad this year again, so it's definitely a lot of hype in Chicago this year around the Bears.
The boy still wearing his fingernail polish.
I haven't seen him wear it in a while, which is real. Which I'm kind of nervous.
Isn't he on the cover of Madden?
Yeah, but he's been doing
like
a lot
this?
of No, the Iceman cometh. Yeah. He's been doing a lot of promo around Chicago like the last several weeks, and I have not seen any polish on his hands during those promos.
Okay. Maybe change it up.
I don't know. But I'm nervous though, because I'm like, shit, is he gonna play worse without it? I don't know. I'm all like real weird about it now. I'm in a real weird gray area with that.
Broncos look real good so far. Okay. Well, look, next week we should have definitely like a little NFL preview. Who's your team? What's your prediction? Be realistic too. Y'all ain't making it to the Super Bowl. Y'all know y'all not. I mean, anything can happen, but let's be honest.
The Raiders had a really good game the other night. Believe
me. Raiders got a two-headed monster at running back.
Yeah.
But they got a rookie QB, so yeah.
We know how that goes. You got to take the good with the bad.
Correct.
Yeah, for sure.
So, but
stay tuned.
We'll see. We'll see. All right, guys. We appreciate y'all being tapped in once again. Make sure you like, share, subscribe, do all those good things if you're new up here. If you're not new, make sure you double tap that like button. Run the likes up for us. If you're catching us on the replay, we appreciate that. Hopefully next time you can join us here live. Saturday, 9 a.m. Eastern, 6 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, One Pair at a Time podcast channel. Perp, anything to say before we rolling out?
Chat, I hope you all got something real fun on deck today, man. If you're out and about, man, be safe out in those streets. Keep your head on a swivel and tap in for more content as we get through the upcoming week.
Yes. I listen, next week, I'm going to be that fan. That Philly fan y'all talk about, I'm going to be him next week. We're talking all types of trash. Just watch. Let's watch.
Let's go.
Y'all be here for it.
Let's go.
Y'all be here for it. We'll catch y'all next time. Have a safe Saturday, safe weekend. Catch y'all next time. Peace.